The geopolitical tensions between the United States and China have become one of the most significant international issues in recent years, influencing global economic patterns, strategic military alignments, and international diplomacy. Relations between these two superpowers have been marked by both cooperation and rivalry for decades, but recent developments have escalated tensions. At the core of the conflict is trade. The United States has accused China of unfair trade practices, including intellectual property theft, forced technology transfers, and other violations of international trade norms. As a response, the U.S. has imposed tariffs on hundreds of billions of dollars worth of Chinese goods. China has retaliated with its own tariffs on American products. This trade war has resulted in increased costs for businesses and consumers, and has disrupted global supply chains. Technology is another critical area of confrontation. The U.S. has targeted Chinese tech giant Huawei, citing national security concerns over its 5G technology and alleged links to the Chinese government. Measures have been taken to restrict Huawei's ability to purchase technology from American companies, and similar scrutiny has been applied to other Chinese firms. China, in turn, has been working to become self-reliant in technology, investing heavily in its semiconductor industry and developing its own tech standards. Military tensions have also risen, particularly in the South China Sea, a strategically significant waterway. The United States conducts freedom of navigation operations to challenge China's territorial claims, and China has responded by militarizing artificial islands in the region. These military maneuvers have led to close encounters between Chinese and American ships and aircraft, raising fears of possible military conflict. Human rights issues further complicate relations. The United States has criticized China for its policies in Hong Kong, Tibet, and Xinjiang, especially regarding the treatment of the Uyghur minority. Washington has labeled the treatment of the Uyghur minority as genocide. Sanctions and diplomatic protests have followed these allegations, drawing condemnation from the Chinese government. Despite these conflicts, the U.S. and China remain economically intertwined, with mutual interests in ensuring global stability and combating climate change. High-level talks continue as both nations seek to manage their rivalry while finding areas for potential cooperation. The U.S.-China relationship is indeed complex and multifaceted. While competition seems to be the current dominant narrative, both countries have a long-term vested interest in seeking dialogues and understanding. The evolution of this relationship will have major implications not only for the two nations, but also for the entire world.